I am laughing at what I'm about to title this because I am so pretty. And this is a realization that I've come to within the past few months of my life. And the only reason that I've come to this conclusion that I am so pretty is because I've actually leaned into aestheticism and beauty as a hallmark, as a value that I uphold. So, a lot of people value their family, a lot of people value their time. Everyone values their time. But a lot of people value money, a lot of people value, I don't know, sex, drugs, rock and roll. I personally value beauty. And as I've been going into this journey of aestheticism, I have found that I am working more on my makeup and I'm working more on just how I'm styling myself because it is a small way for me to engage in aestheticism. And at first I was doing it just because I thought you know, like I blue eyeshadow is pretty, lip gloss is pretty. But the more I've leaned into beauty and aestheticism, the more I can appreciate the beauty and aestheticism around me and the beauty and aestheticism that is me. So when I say I am so pretty, I also mean that you are so pretty. Like, if you can at all lean into beauty and aestheticism in your day to day practices, like for me, I have this really bougie, candle set up with some crystals. Wait, where are the crystals? With some crystals and a perfume, a solid perfume I got from Lush that I put on while I'm working. And it just puts me into such a state of peace and exuberance while I'm working, and it adds to my life. And the rest of my room. I've mentioned beauty and aestheticism on this channel before, but I think it's important to talk about it when it comes to mental health and how to better your own personal love for yourself. I think my last video talked about how I'm using social media to love myself more, but I'm also now using makeup and the normal feminine beauty aspects to love myself more, and not just so I can attract people around me, but because I do love myself and I do want to take care of myself and I do want to freeze or use this moment in time and take a small snapshot of the beauty that is me in this moment in time. I want to be able to look back at these videos when I'm in my 40s, because YouTube will likely be alive then, and be like, wow, oh my god, she was so pretty. And I hope that I only see myself as more and more beautiful as I get older, because I do think that's how it works for most people. It's as you mature, it's like a fine wine and you learn how to love yourself more. Or that's how I hope for it to be for my own person. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm pretty. I think I'm beautiful. I think that just locking into aestheticism and beauty has locked me into seeing my own beauty more. Even the way I do my eyeliner now, I do it in a way not by how some YouTube video taught me, not by how some, I don't know. I'm not following anyone's, what's it called, rubric for what eyeliner is supposed to look like, and I go to work like this every day, you know? And I do it to shape and fit my specific eye. And I do the same thing when it comes to my eyeshadow. I don't just do the lid because I've been taught to just put eyeshadow on my lid. I do it all the way near up to my eyebrow because I think it looks better for me that way. I'm sure if you go to some makeup artists, they'll tell me and explain to me why I'm hitting the angle so hard. I used to call this the bat wing eyeliner, but now I know I'm following someone probably out there has figured out what my eye shape is called, because I don't know what my eye shape is called. But somewhere out there has figured out what I'm doing with my eye makeup, but I figured out how to do it on my own, just through my own practices. And I hope to this video inspires you to think about different ways that you can show love to yourself and you can find yourself to be pretty. It does not matter. And even for me, I still have acne, and but my acne has gone down very much since I've stopped stressing myself out and since I've started eating better. And I don't even eat, honestly, I don't even eat that good. I really truly think when my body's stressed out, it wants to show itself in a bunch of different ways, through weight gain, through acne. Stress is such a huge thing that causes so much problems in our bodies. And I've been finding myself stress a lot, being a lot less stressed out as I am, what's it called? leaning more into beauty and aestheticism, and like, and having beauty even in my daily practices. So like, I don't care how long it takes for me to do my makeup. Like, I remember when I was younger, I would watch like 5 minute, 10 minute makeup routines and be like, once I get this done in 10 minutes, I'm gonna be so pretty and I'm gonna be so, but like, that never happened, you know? So now I even find beauty in my routine. Like, and now I find beauty in like just the act of doing things, and the beauty in like slowing down, because we live in such a fast paced environment, in such a fast paced world. And yeah, like, I have all these art postcards around me because I want to just think about how long it actually took for these pieces of art to like show up in my space and show up in our lives, and how long it took for those people to put it together. It's not just going to be a day's work. It's not, Rome wasn't built in a day. Just like this, all this was years of me putting together a wardrobe and a style that finally, when I start putting makeup on, suddenly I'm feeling way more confident to post online than I used to. And putting makeup on every day, not for TikTok videos, not for anyone in particular. There were weeks and months that I was doing makeup just to go to the gas station, or just to go to a coffee shop, or just to go grocery shopping. And it adds such fun to my day. And I can see, first off, pretty privilege is a real thing. And I've gotten free stuff just by being pretty, but also by being kind. I think, being the ugly duckling for so long, I've figured out how to be funny. I figured out how to like be kind, and I figured out how to develop my personality outside of how I look, so that when I do show up in the way that I do now as a pretty person, my personality also matches my exterior. So my interior, the drapes match the walls or something. Isn't there some saying about like, I don't know, but that also might be referencing something else. I don't know. But I do think it's taken a long time for me to feel like so confident that I can title a YouTube video, I am so pretty, and not feel so narcissistic, or also feel like narcissism comes from a sense of low self-esteem. So I maybe shouldn't even be using that word narcissism, but like, I'm not saying it to be insecure or like to heal an insecurity about my person. Maybe I am. Let me be down. This video is me healing some part of my person that didn't think I was pretty. But it is also a video that is focused on me exuding this idea out to the person that's viewing this video right now. Like, I am so pretty, but only because I've decided to be so pretty. Not because the world told me I was pretty, but it's because I decided to be a pretty person, and decided to lean into beauty, and decided to lean into makeup and art and fashion more. And not even fashion, but style. Like, I'm wearing a peasant dress right now. I don't think this is really something that is really popular. It's an aesthetic move I've chosen for my person. It's a part of my aestheticism. It's a part of my aesthetic. And yeah, that's all I really want to talk about today. Like, being pretty, how pretty I am, how pretty you are, how pretty you could be if you just like decided that you were a pretty person. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.